Okay, so this is the update. How's the game going so far? During the last few weeks I was focusing mostly on the UI system before I go into any construction blueprints. So at the moment when I press play, um, the grid manager is working as before. Nothing changes here. I'm gonna show how it works in a current state with constructions and buildings. So player has a few interactions they can do with UI at this moment. The basic one is resources. The player can either go for the main menu when they select one of the uh, branch menus, or they can use the shortcut as shown on the description. So I can go back from it and then just press R, and then I can go into resource mode when I have all my resources attached, and I have the count of it, so I know precisely how many resources I have at the moment. Plus additional feature, when I drag resource, or obviously if I hold for a little bit I've got this description of the object, but when I press and drag it below, then I can make it always visible. So even when I quit this menu, I can always take a look at my resources, and I can either add additional one, or I can also replace it. So when I decide I want copper instead of steel, and I'll just drag in place, it will be replaced by a new resource, and I can add the steel back. Obviously when the steel is already there I cannot swap, or I cannot do the repeated version of the product. So there's a maximum capacity of 7 products I can add, so it doesn't fully pollute the lower bar. Once the product is added, they cannot be de-added, they cannot be removed from the lower bar. So once there's 7, they can only be replaced by other products. So if I just drag it here, and obviously it will just cause the product replacement. And the second menu is constructions, similar to Empire Earth, one of the games I played a lot in my childhood. We've got construction menu at the bottom of the screen, which tells player how much does it cost to interact with this panel and then initiate building the structure. Obviously, checking for the price is disabled for now, so I can present the mechanics of building different structures. So when I press it, I can easily add structure, and then from here I can rotate it using Q button, and whenever I hit it, I'll just place the construction, and the actor will spawn, initiating the structure process. And then I can do different ones and rotate, and it will reserve, as it is shown with red dots, the space for that actor, so I cannot build another structure wherever the actor is occupied at the current spot. And this works perfectly fine. However, if I want to build a structure again, my player characters will not work. And then I can cancel by pressing right mouse button or escape. Not in that case though, because obviously in the play mode this will completely quit the game. But this is for now. Next I will focus on adding some additional things to UI, and this will be crafting system. That will be the last menu, and maximum capacity of all resources at the same time. But I will need to increase that maximum capacity by building warehouses and storage units, and also I will show the maximum capacity of population. For example, player can use population to build structures, and those players, once they finish the structure, will be again available. But also I want to show how many persons there are for the whole game, how many of them are currently working and how many of them are available overall. So just a few additional things to the UI. I think the most difficult aspects are completed. I reckon UI plays a very important role for this game, and I do enjoy doing UI systems and blueprints for Unreal Engine at least. So this is something I went, in my opinion, into full detail with all this stuff, and making sure that everything just works in a nice, neat way. This is just one background panel which teleports itself to the corresponding button that was hovered, and then it adjusts the size of the whole panel according to the title, the description, and how many materials are needed for each structure. And yeah, very much automatic. Not too many panels, considering how many elements there are. At the moment, that's it. I'll keep posting updates for the next few weeks.